Hello, my name is Mayhew. I'm one of the co-founders and co-hosts of the Enter the Crucible podcast, and I'm joined today with
Clint,
who is also a co-founder and co-member of the Enter the Crucible podcast. Today we're talking to you about a special project that we have been working on, which is streaming the World Team Championship in Ireland. Clint, why don't you talk about the equipment that you plan to bring to the event?
well, first of all, this is in cooperation with Muse on Minis and Chain Attack, and we're going to be actually streaming on Chain Attack's Twitch feed. What I would like to do is bring 5 cameras so that we can film one whole match, one whole round at a time. So let's say Team USA is playing Team Poland. We can get all 5 of those games not only recorded, but stream one at a time. We can stream one and then cut to either the second table, the third table, the fourth table, the fifth table, depending on if the first table, the feature table has, if the game is over, we can go to 2, we can go to 3, we can go to 4, or if there's a lull, we can check back and forth. It also give our commentators who are going to be there, who would be John Schonkweiler, John Damaris,
Chad Schotweiler and Nigel Brooks.
Yeah, Nigel Brooks.
From the Muse on Minis podcast.
From the Muse on Minis podcast. Those guys will be able to see what is going on at all 5 tables at the same time, so they can update you live through the Twitch feed. Also through the Twitch chat, we can make sure that you know exactly what's going on, both in that round and also through the entire event. So what we need for the funding. AV Matters, the company that I work for, is going to provide most of the equipment, the switcher, some of the cameras, cabling, different converters and adapters and computers and all that stuff.
Thousands of dollars worth of professional streaming equipment.
So what we need you for is we need to fly me there. We need to buy the extra equipment that we need, and if there's anything left over, we will add that to making sure that the production of the stream is even more amazing. Interview cameras, team selection or match selection, the match selection process, where they figured out who's going to play who. We have a cool little OBS software overlay where it shows all 5 of the members and stuff like that.
You may have like commentaries like, oh, they're going to drop these 2 casters, and then they see the actual selections. I was trying to pattern it off of some professional video games, team selection processes.
Yeah, so basically what we want to do is fully immerse you into the WTC experience. You will see, hopefully, from start to finish each round, you'll get to see everything that's going on. Love to have a camera running around getting the action. That's kind of what we're going for. We're going for a professional, immersive experience that you can take off work and watch it all day if you want to.
Yes, it's something to, as you're watching the WTC stream, you will hopefully never be bored at all the things that are happening. You get to see live updates of the event as it happens. The feature table will be going on, cutting between 5 cameras. If we have enough funds, you'll be able to see like the actual matchup selection, and like commentators are really strong in the game about figuring out why they may have dropped which into what. Things along those lines to try to make it the best possible experience as far as the live stream is concerned.
So, in addition to that, any extra funds that are already covering airfare and all that stuff, we would love to make sure that our commentators are taken care of and that we can help out with their airfare too. There's a lot of cost for a lot of people wanting to go up there just to provide you guys with additional material and for you guys to experience what's going on over there.
We have a very modest initial goal of funds, but they're literally the sky's the limit on how much we can throw at this and make it as best as possible.
That's true.
I mean, if it goes into the multiple thousands of dollars, we can even throw more money into making this look fantastic.
Sky's the limit.
So the ways that you can do that is initially, there's nothing stopping you right now from donating to this project to enterthecrucible@gmail.com through PayPal. Any money received through that PayPal fund will go directly to this project. In addition, we also have a podcast series that I recorded with 12 individuals who I consider at the very least experts in their subject matter. We did a review for each faction in the game, and to be a little biased, some of these interviews are really awesome. They talk about the state of the game, they talk about how to play the game, like some considerations in list selection and design. So it isn't just a review of a faction. You get quality content from what I would just throw out there are strong members of our community that were gracious in allowing us to record this project.
Strong members of the international community, actually. We have tons of people from all over. Since it's a WTC event, it's an international event, Mayhew wanted to make sure that it wasn't just Americans.
So our podcasts are already recorded. As you see this video, we're hoping that they will be live on the Muse on Mini store for purchase. Those prices will be announced at that time as soon as they become live. But the 12 podcasts we have scheduled is, we have James Morehouse for Circle, we have Ricard Nielsen from Sweden for Mercs, we have Tim Banky, one of the higher level privacy press judges and a Canadian for Legion. We have Trent Dennison from Australia, Morehouse is also from Australia, who got to the top table of the Iron Gauntlet with Crix, and he's going to be talking about Crix. We have the first World Gauntlet Team Championship winner with Signar and Chain Attack member Jay talking about Signar. We have Trevor Christensen talking about Scorn and his experiences in that faction. He's also a member of the Chain Attack podcast. We have Joshua Maxson from the Muse on Minis podcast talking about Mercs, and it was a great, fun conversation that I had with him.
The guy's hilarious.
The guy is hilarious. With Convergence, we have another member who got to the top table of an Iron Gauntlet with the faction, Jason Watt, talking about the Clockwork Goddess, as it were. We have John Damaris and myself talking about
Virus
Red,
One.
and Virus Run mostly, but we had a really good discussion about Red, the state of the faction, and some of the pros and cons of it. I had Chad Schwankwaller from Chad from Muse on Minis, who is also one of our commentators, but also a very avid troll player and a very vocal troll player on the Muse on Minis podcast. We have Jamie Perkins, probably from England, probably considered maybe the best Cato player in the world, potentially. The person who I looked up to when I first started the faction myself, and we had a fantastic conversation. He made it into Iron Gauntlet this year. And the last one we have Mike Puryear from Menoth, who is a high-level Menoth player. I mean, he's trying to beat JVM's Ask Other Mike thread on the Private Shipwrecks forums.
Nice.
And he recently did really well at Masters at Lock and Load. So I can guarantee, at the very least, because I've personally been in all of these podcasts, that they are of a high quality, and that they're worth just the cost of admission alone. But not only are you paying for these fun podcasts, but you're also helping out a massive project, a massive undertaking to do something that is fairly unprecedented when it comes to the community at large. We're talking professional equipment, professional streaming, a professional presentation as much as humanly possible. And any funds that you would like to donate to this will be great. And we hope that when Clint, one way or the other, is going to go to Ireland, and we hope that what we can provide to you there is going to be quality and is going to be something that you would love to see of more in the future as well.
And a super thank you to all the people who did the interviews. Obviously, they did them for free. So, rock on. Thanks.
Thank you for watching this video, and we will provide links with this video and with the announcement for where you can purchase the podcasts and where you can donate funds to this project.